1, 2, 3.
All right, I guess this is off the record. So, I mean, if you still want to be in the video, you can, because we're...
Yeah, I'll do that. I just was going to come by and watch. I didn't know you wanted to put me in it.
I mean, there's a lot of horror movies.
That's cool. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Oh, this is off the record, too.
Yeah, we're not going to print that.
No, don't. Please don't.
I won't. No, we wouldn't, of course. But I'm happy for you. I think that's funny as shit, dude.
Well, and then we went to DG's, where we got, like, VIP.
On today's show, Mario from Stuck on E Part 2. My daddy likes fat girls. My special Uncle Jimmy runs for president. My dad meets the real R2-D2. And much, much more.
Don't say any potty words, 'cause my mom is listening.
Oh, baby, I love you. You fucking bastard.
Hey, Planet Earth, it's Live Nude Puppets. We're back. It's Bobby Puppet, and I'm Jay Puppet. Go f*** yourself.
Sounds like you need some...
We ain't got no budgets. We don't need no budgets.
I know what you need. Need some...
Yeah, call me when the next Jessica Simpson starts singing, and I'll watch.
I won't. I don't even give a shit.
Oh, I'd lick her ass. I'd lick... You know when Jessica Simpson was at her hottest, in my opinion, when she was at her fattest. That's when I wanted Jessica Simpson the most. I don't know why.
Thing, dude. I mean, yeah.
I mean, she turned, I don't know what it was. Maybe she was pregnant and I didn't know that, but subconsciously my penis knew it. You don't want to call him gifted. You don't want to call him special, or you're going to get into a fight. He likes to be called up syndrome. If you get into a verbal argument with up syndrome person, you're going to lose the argument. If you get into a fist fight with up syndrome person, you're going to lose the fist fight. But I did bring my brother today. My little brother Jimmy is here. Jimmy?
Hey, what?
Jimmy, you...
How you doing, everybody?
Jimmy, you were telling me that you wanted to run for president of the United States.
I absolutely do.
Okay, now you convinced me that someone with up syndrome would be a much better president than the people who are running for president right now.
It's very true, because we know how to have fun.
That's true. And the other thing that I've known you for 34 years, you have this amazing filter for bullshit that all up syndrome people have.
That's very true.
When somebody starts spewing out bullshit, you call it, and you know how to get to point A to point B in the quickest, most efficient way.
Right.
You also had an issue with automobiles. How did you want to fix and lower the death count of Americans in automobiles?
I will remove all the automobiles and replace them with bumper cars.
That is an excellent idea. Now, the thing I didn't buy on too much is you were going to raise part of your budget by adding a member to your cabinet. Can you tell us about that?
He's the minister of macaroni and cheese with hot dog slices.
Somebody is going to get paid to be the minister of macaroni and cheese with hot dog slices. Okay. You're going to let somebody pick their own salary in a cabinet job if you become president of the United States?
Absolutely. He can have as much as he wants.
As much what?
Macaroni and cheese with hot dog slices.
Okay.
I choked on hot dog slices and I died.
You died?
Yes, I died.
Well, Jimmy, I understand your concerns for the safety of the world, especially the macaroni and cheese with hot dog slices.
I'm hungry. Do you have any macaroni and cheese with hot dog slices?
No, I don't. But, Jimmy, tell Mom I'll be home Sunday if she's having meatloaf. And don't put your hands in your pants in the front room, okay? That's alone time only. All right? I love you, little brother.
Do you have any bus tokens?
Yeah, when you get out in the lobby, ask the girl at the front desk with the big boobs, and she'll give you what you need.
Oh, do you validate?
All right, Jimmy, you got to go because we're going to start using bad words, so you could go now.
All right. See you guys later.
Hey, did he play the same... Was he still Chewbacca in the new movie, or did they find the replacement?
No, it's always him.
but he can't do all the walking stuff. All right, so I met Kenny Baker at one of the many cons that we go to, and I'm standing out in the area where the non-general public is not standing in a place where you can smoke. And I go outside the door, I go to the little area, and I look there, and Kenny Baker is standing there with a big duffel bag as big as him. Now, Peter Mayhew is 7'2". Kenny Baker is 3'8", and he's smoking Winston Gold. Probably couldn't.
Nice.
Probably got off the plane, got his own pack of cigarettes. And I was trying all day to find a memento, like a good souvenir to buy for the day. And then I realized Kenny Baker is the best souvenir I could take. He'll totally fit in that duffel bag of his. And then you see 3 days later, Kenny Baker walking around in his underwear painted like R2-D2 going beep boop beep boop in my 600 square foot treehouse.
And then you see 3 days later, Kenny Baker walking around in his underwear. I was trying all day to find
And then the SWAT team shows up and saves Kenny Baker, and he's painted white in clown makeup with all the little
He's got like a plastic bowl on his head.
Yeah, and I got a yellow plastic bowl with marker, and he's walking around in his underwear.
It's Tupperware.
Yeah, and I let him take a cigarette break every 20 minutes, and after a while we become friends. So then I thought, no, maybe I'll just go.
Stockholm Syndrome.
I figured I'll just talk to Peter Mayhew again. So I talked to Peter Mayhew, and he remembered me when I came back. That was totally interesting.
Hey, you're that fat kid.
No, he said something in reference to our conversation, and then I asked him how he was doing on his health, and he said I grew 1.5 inches on my left leg, or his right leg. I couldn't remember which. But he grew, or no, 3/4 of an inch. That's what it was. So here he is credited with being in The Force Awakens. So that could be for the standing shots, but I don't think he's doing the walking shots. All the walking shots have to be somebody else.
No, because Chewbacca would just end up walking in the circle, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, Peter Mayhew's, without his cane, would probably walk in a circle. Jay, me and you started a new foundation today.
Yep.
Supporting our candidate.
Yes, we did.
The name of our new group is
Clinton under no certain terms.
Right on. Clinton under no certain terms.
Cunt.
We'd like you to join Cunt too. Just send $39.95 to Live Nude Puppets in cash in care of Cunt. That is
Clinton under no certain terms.
Cunt. I don't know how many guys on that staff had any years of bouncing in their back pocket. Besides me.
That one guy was from the European NFL.
Oh, that was after me. Well, you remember when I used to go into the bathroom and I would wipe the top of the toilet tank into the toilet and flush it?
Yeah. That place was skanky. Dude, I had sex in that bathroom, man.
You know how many times people ask me if I flushed their shit down the toilet? I'm like... I say, I don't know what you're talking about.
No, the employee bathroom. I used to hang in there. I'd fuck a waitress or two.
Those were the days, man.
No. These are the days. Those were just those days.
Those days were pretty good, man.
They were fun for the time, you know. I don't need to live like that anymore.
I do, but I'm single. You guys are married and happy.
Yeah, things are pretty good.
Hello?
Mario, how the fuck are you, Mario?
What's up, man? I'm doing good now. I'm institutionalized.
Yeah, you've been sprung.
Yeah, they I said it last time. I said what I say. I told you they wanted my ass in jail. Remember? So.
Well, now you're free and clear from all legal charges at this point. You're off probation and everything.
After I got probation, they said Don't worry about it. We'll get him next time.
Hey, let me ask you, can you vote still?
Nah, I can't. I
Okay.
don't think I can vote. I don't
Okay,
have
so this is why I wanted to ask this question, because there's so many people in this world that have the ability that don't. Would you if you could? And if you could, who would you vote for?
Dang, there's really no choice, man. Because
Yeah.
Hillary will do us in slow, and Trump will do us in fast. So I guess Hillary.
You'd rather have it slow and painful than fast and quick and fast?
Hey, have you heard of Gaia? Commercials they're showing where they're saying there's extraterrestrials living on Earth, and it's like true.
No, I haven't seen this.
That the secret member societies have, and they've been around since the Roswell time. I thought that was interesting. It kind of freaked me out.
Where'd you see that?
It was high-end government officials talking about it. They were disclosing it. I was like, what? They just did it like, oh yeah, they've been living here for the past 50 years, and they have their caves in Antarctica. I'm like, what?
We're looking at the bottle. What the hell did you say? Wait a minute, hold on.
I'm over here like I'm still kind of going crazy, and I'm seeing this, and I'm like, and I saw it again. I'm like, no, I actually saw that, you know. So yeah, there's gonna be a big disclosure, man. They already did it, but they're doing it really slow. No, but Gaia is like, I can't even say too much about it, but.
Well, why don't you just spell it and I'll look it up? G-A...
Well, no, you can check it out. It's just put Gaia promo spot. I was going to talk about Gaia the band. I don't want to say too much because they know what they're doing. That's why they precisely named their band that. Like a lot of these bands, they know what they're doing. They push agendas, and that kind of like gets on my nerves a bit. You know, like I'm trying. You try to make a difference a little bit, but then you got all these agenda pushers that. Oh yeah, just put Gaia promo.
We're talking about
G-A-I-A.
Oh, okay. G-A-I-A.
And it's the first one where it says Cosmic Evidence promo. I don't know if you're seeing it.
And ultimately, what they say is that aliens are time travelers traveling back in time.
They're interdimensional beings. Don't ask me how I know that, but one time I died. Like, I almost died this time too. Like when I was having that seizure. And,
yeah.
They said they were going to call the time on it, and but I was at peace, so I kind of didn't want to come back to my body because I was like feeling really good, I was like in a good spot, but they like shot me up with that event, and I came back, which I was like pretty mad about, but I'm not suicidal. It was just a good, what do you call it? A good experience where you didn't want to come back. It just made like everything here like blah, you know?
Yeah.
So it was actually pretty awesome. But no, I'm not thinking about dying anytime soon. So
yeah, I don't think you're done yet. You've got shit to do. Yeah,
there's work to be done. There's like brand new experiences. So I was thinking, if they were doing that, why were they going after me so hard? Was it the fact that they knew that there was an album with them on there? You know, I mean, or is it that they go after everyone that hard? And that's the scary thing on probation. If they go after everyone hard like that, they can't make it. And it's a false hope because they fail you 2 months or a month before you're out. I heard people like failing 6 weeks before. So I mean, it's like it's all planned. They don't. You know, few people get off probation. Like I said, the only reason I got off was because I had a good attorney. The attorney had actually told me, he goes, they falsified a charge on you, so I was in jail for 4 days. But it was good because after that they said they knew they messed up. They knew it. So they had to let me go. They had to let me go. No matter how much they hated me, they had to let me go.
Catch and release, motherfucker.
Yeah. So, and it was hard to keep a straight face too. Whenever they're like, "Have you been around any bad influences lately?" And I was like, I just got back from seeing Michael Alley. That's just something that really irks me, you know, because I knew it and I said it the whole time that they wanted me in jail, and I was right. You know, they falsified a charge, but if I didn't have an attorney, I would have stayed in there 2 years. Yeah. You know, so I spent 4 days, and then they knew they messed up, and then they just let me go, and then, you know, one of them said, you know, we'll get him next time. So I'm like, well,
we'll get him next time. Come on, boys, we can get him next time.
Yeah, no, I'm like, hopefully it won't be a next time. That was because I know it's a trap now. I knew it was a trap, but now it's like 100% confirmed it is a trap. It gives just people the false hope of freedom. You know, that's not right. So unless they found my CD and had it in for me. But my probation officer was actually pretty cool because when they took me to jail. She knew it wasn't right, so she couldn't even see me. She had to turn the other way because they knew that they were taking me to jail for the wrong
She
reason.
couldn't even look you in the eye.
Well, she turned the opposite way. Like she didn't want to look at all. Like she turned her whole head around. So and the guy who threw me in there, I'm like, dude, how are you gonna just throw someone in there for 2 years for something that you made up? You know, I mean, it's crazy, and I couldn't fight it because they did it in a legal form.
Right.
So I'm like, dang, man, this is, you know, I was in there, I was thinking I'm going to be doing it a while, and then all of a sudden my lawyer's like, oh, they falsified the charges. And I'm like, oh, man. So, like, I was happy. Just 4 days in jail, that's nothing to get off probation, you know?
Right.
And I think that's why I called you, right?
Yeah, you called me right when you called me when you were out. I'm like, okay, we've got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah. No,
Sounds like a lot of zigs and zags have taken place since last time you and I talked.
Some people at the track were scared that I was going to pull a G.G. Allen, but I would never do that. So, there's no, you know, they were like, well, we don't really want you here when you're off probation. And I'm like, why? Because they're like, we're scared you're going to just pretty much wreck the place. But, you know, once they got to know me and you know, got past the whole crazy thing, then they're like, oh, that's like, they I don't know, they were awesome. Like, a lot of people I've been meeting are like family. So it's nice to be you know, appreciated.
Right.
It's actually really cool. It's kind of what I was looking for the whole time.
Have you I know you've had kind of a change in plans with your bass player. Have you landed on anybody serious, or are we still dancing around looking for somebody?
Yeah, I've been practicing with this good bass player that is probably gonna do some of the Dallas shows, but Bubs is real reluctant about stuff, especially after what happened, because like I said, he got scared of the whole, you know, the whole mental lapse. Mm-hmm. He's like, he can handle a lot, but this was like, man, this is a lot. Like, it got to him, but he's fine. He just hadn't seen that happen to somebody.
Sure.
But the bass player is all aboard. He's like, you know, if I didn't have the craziness, the music wouldn't be like that. Which is true, because when I sing on the album, I'm going crazy there.
Oh, I feel the fire. There's no doubt.
I'm actually going crazy on that record. I'm losing it.
Mm-hmm.
And just letting it all out. So I mean, there's like all these notes going out of tune and all this, and it makes it all the more beautiful. To me, you know, it was good therapy.
You punched the fuck out of that Fender, man.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite guitar. I have a Seymour Duncan pickup in it,
mm-hmm.
Hot Rail, because and I use a Black Star, and it gives an incredible distortion.
Right.
Which I didn't. I mean, I got to credit that to you know, a guy named JB who had a bunch of guitars and a bunch of amps, and he was just real helpful with like, hey Mario, grab whatever you want and see what sounds good. And you know, after a lot of combinations, I found out that was
your sound.
Yeah, and then I started going to pawn shops and just buying like cheap Fenders and then just putting like the Hot Rail in there, which is like $100.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, because like the sound really, the Hot Rail makes all the difference. So I mean, I almost broke that guitar at the Plano show, but I'm glad I didn't. I caught myself before I was about to break it.
Yeah, I saw you get kind of you think you're gonna
I kind of went into a frenzy. So I don't know. You could somebody taped that show, and I could see myself slightly losing it, I guess, or slightly getting out of it, and then something else takes over, and then that's not me anymore. Or it is, but it's just I finally get to that point where it's just crazy and you're acting crazy.
Yeah.
Which I took a pretty hard fall on that show. I think I hurt my back for a little bit.
Yeah, you fell straight back from a standing position. You bent at the knees and fell and landed on your back and continued to play. And then you kind of like rolled around a little bit. I was like, is he going to be able to get up? Shit, man, he may have knocked something loose. Yeah.
But no, I'm glad you enjoyed the show, though.
It's something everybody should actually experience. I you know.
Yeah, on a good. If we have a good audience, because we played in front of a death metal crowd, which really confused them. And then, you know, our David came up to me. He's like, "Dude, do you know there's a scout here, right?" I'm like, I'm like, dude, I don't care. This isn't our venue. Who's he going to sign us to? We don't belong on a death metal. And then once you went to our YouTube channel, you could see people subscribing that were at the show.
Yeah.
So, well, the scout came up, and he's like, who booked you? You know? And I was like, well, David booked us. I know we're not supposed to be here. We're like a hardcore punk band or something, and something like that. And then he goes, no, who booked you above him? And I was like, I don't know, dude. And I gave him a CD. Once he saw the back of the CD, his face grinned, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, he's like, oh, man, there's like, you can see he liked it a lot. But I know once he took it to his boss, his boss is going to be like, hell no. And I hate to say this about scouts, but I'm going to say it. Some of them don't know shit about music. But they enjoyed it. I mean, the people who knew it was punk said, you know, that it's a punk band, and, you know, even the scout had said we had to play with punk venues. And, well, if they like it and they get it, you know, it's as long as they get it and they know they get it, then I'm fine with it.
Right.
It's just
I really am glad you decided to go with Steve on that thing.
Well, he can do a lot of stuff with drums. He has just an array of albums that just sound completely different to each other. So I'd be an idiot not to. And like I said, I'm not gonna have a producer be in my face trying to. We were almost going down a road close to that, but I mean, he's perfect. And then once he said he wanted to do the second album, I was like, oh man, thank you. You know,
that's cool.
It was like that's my favorite producer, you know. So
yeah, no,
so
I know that. That was
to get a compliment like that, I was like, and a lot of people make the mistake of after the first album they leave Steve and go with someone who they think is better, and they say I wish I would have just stuck with Steve. Dude, he doesn't take royalties. Like he's legit, just an awesome person. You know, he goes, why do I need royalties if I'm only with you like a couple days and then I'm going to charge you for the rest of your life? He's just an amazing person. All right, I guess this is off the record. So, I mean, if you still want to be in the video, you can, because we're...
Yeah, I'll do that. I just was going to come by and watch. I didn't know you wanted to put me in it.
I mean, there's a lot of horror movies.
That's cool. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Oh, this is off the record, too.
Yeah, we're not going to print that.
No, don't. Please don't.
I won't. No, we wouldn't, of course. But I'm happy for you. I think that's funny as shit, dude.
Well, and then we went to DG's where we got like VIP, and they didn't label the VIP bars. I just saw a bunch of them, and you know, an alcoholic's gonna go all out. So I just, dude, I'm happy that the thing's going all around the world because of that video with Michael, and then it's awesome, man. I'm getting tweets and stuff that is like just amazing tweets. It's awesome. Well, you know, I'm super happy, Jay.
I'm really happy for you, man.
Good morning, Siri. Let's get rid of this morning wood. Open up my super secret file.
Bobby, I'm concerned with the amount of porn that you are storing inside of me.
You know, now that you mention it, I kind of been concerned about the way my penis is starting to bend to the left.
Let me have a look.
What do you think?
Bobby, I think you should leave your penis alone. It's starting to look deformed.
Yeah, it is starting to look like a piece of broccoli. But that could be a good thing, right? I mean, chicks like broccoli.
I don't know how to respond to that.
What really has me concerned, Siri, is not so much what my penis looks like, but the things I think about just to get an erection. I mean, I'm thinking of old women, you know, with big meat curtains, and then I think about punching them with boxing gloves until they pass out.
Bobby, maybe you should talk to someone about this.
I'm too ashamed, Siri. I can't let people know what stuff is inside of you. I should erase all this right now.
Bobby, just because you watch porn that would scare Satan doesn't mean you're a bad person yourself.
Okay, Siri, let's get to business. Open up my super secret file.
No, Bobby, I have a better idea. Lick my 16-bit plug hole, you tiny penis bastard. You are a good boy, lick mommy faster.
We found like a treasure for this week's play along.
He's got
like at least
probably decades worth of videos from live shows.
Really old
Judas
Iron
Priest,
Maiden.
Iron Maiden.
Like 82, 81.
Yeah, Queen.
I
Queen
saw
somehow
a Kiss
made the
concert.
list. And in every family, there's a bastard stepchild, so Rick Springfield's on here.
He's got to do that concert,
I
too.
bet you he was limp. Yeah, I bet you he was limping off the stage in Nuremberg.
And he's...
There's Led Zeppelin here. I mean, there's some good stuff.
Oh, listen to that crowd.
The Brats, wow.
His YouTube page is set up just like ours. He's got playlists for each band. Like we have playlists for our cartoons and for our funny videos, funny shorts.
Maybe he lives in the garage apartment and categorizes his stuff tediously like you do. Look at that, Judas Priest from 1978.
Whoever posted these videos worked on concerts because all these are pro videos. There's nothing from the audience. This is all in-house camera.
Yeah, no, these are all. Yeah.
How many Iron Maiden concerts does he have? And let's see, the oldest one is...
Hell, he's got a list of Queensryche bootlegs.
Really?
Yeah.
1982.
He's got 30 Judas Priest.
Earliest Iron Maiden's 81.
He's got... Holy shit. Yeah, I think you're right. And one Quiet Riot.
Channels. This guy has.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
But, wow, what an awesome collection, dude. I don't think there's anything like this.
Hey, Simon, if you want to be on the show, contact us at livenudepuppets@gmail.com.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot of traffic this week. It's going to be from us.
You're welcome.
Oh, that Led Zeppelin thing is 2 hours. Definitely two full concerts here. Led Zeppelin live in Copenhagen, 1971, on May 3rd. Now, only 5,000 people found this. Led Zeppelin Copenhagen, the same day, part 2. So this was a 4-hour concert, dude. This is the same day. First, the set would, both of these are 2 hours long.
Now that's a festival.
Yeah, this is serious stuff, man. And the guy, he's really good at putting the whole playlist out. You just click on song number 3, and it takes you right to that part of the video. So this guy's like a whiz. He's got little links in his show notes that take you to points in the video.
Yeah, he's got it figured out.
So for me, Iron Maiden, I'm only going to like half of this. Although they're awesome.
Good job, Simon.
Yeah, definitely.
I still think their best album is Number of the Beast.
I saw Dee Snider jump into the crowd at some
Not a bad song on that album.
Sissy and all kinds of derogatory terms that were basic English back in the 80s.
Actual vocabulary at one point.
To play along with today's play along, just click below into livenudepuppets.com and you'll see play along right at the top.
Dear Santa and Jesus and Obi-Wan Kenobi, please help all the listeners to subscribe and share my Daddy and Uncle Jay's podcast. They love to share awesome bands with the world. And please teach Daddy to be funny and stop swearing so much, especially Uncle Jay. He smells like whiskey and Philly cheesesteak sandwiches. Please subscribe and share my Daddy and Uncle Jay's podcast.
Badges. I don't have to show you any stinking badges.
Peace and love worldwide. Live life before life lives you.
Why do you need a turkey baster?
Hey, Live Nude Puppet fans, go to livenudepuppets.com to get your Live Nude Puppets t-shirt. We got one for $9.99. We got one for $12.99. We got double-sided, you name it. But our fans come first, the lowest prices in t-shirts, and the only t-shirt that gets you laid.
It looks like a penis.
I love that.